statistic that 0.1% of the wealth of the people of the U.S. own as much as 90% of the rest of us. I mean, this is like a transformation is taking place before our very eyes, and they don't want us to see it. But there was a investigative journalist who sent me something. What was it, like about 2000 and maybe 10. And basically what he did was he listed the Fortune 500 companies, and he listed the majority shareholders prior to 2007, so-called economic crisis. Been talking too much. Yeah. And then he listed the ones as of like 2009. A new crew. So basically, there was a study that was done by some organization, and the article reported that now there were 3 corporations that were majority, or that were the largest shareholder in all of the Fortune 500 companies. 3. And they're not the same 3 that were prior to 2007. So basically, if the U.S. economy is the Titanic, the chairs on the deck were switched. And now those people who used to own the United States no longer own the United States, and a new crew do. Now, what does that tell us?
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, I come back with that video just to make you think. And basically, we're going to talk about the revenge of the nerds. Because as we know, for about 30 to 60 years, this nation has been about gangsters. If I was to put a video out on YouTube about gangsters, it'll get 1 million views. But if I put a video out about nerds, it's probably get about maybe 1,000. The gangster has always been glorified in movies, and you see it all over social media. But the fact is that those who understand finances know that the nerd is winning. The nerd is working the plan. And if you keep working the plan, you're going to be successful. Now, how did they become successful? Guys, you have to realize we're in the richest country in the world. And I would say only 1/3 of Americans, if that, and I'm giving that a lot, I said 1/3, understand finances. And if I can run accounting tricks on you, I will always be able to be successful. So basically, give you an example. If we look at athletes, actors, actresses, we see them go broke even after they've received hundreds of millions of dollars. Even after they have financial advisors. And you ask yourself, how can you go broke with a financial advisor? The reason why is because that financial advisor has a goal. And that goal is to make sure they fulfill what they're doing. The actors and actresses have agents, lawyers. They're going to make sure they're successful, not the actual person they're working for. So basically, you have everybody taking 1/3. We not even included, let's say I get 10 million. I really didn't get 10 million. I got about 6 because I know I owe Uncle Sam. I have my financial advisor, I have my agent, and also I have attorney. And the New World Order sets it up like that. Because I know a lot of people ask, okay, why don't these athletes, actors, and actresses create jobs? Because if you notice, none of them create jobs. They have brands which are backed by someone bigger who's creating jobs, but them directly, they never create jobs. And guys, that is set up by design. That's just like majority of the people who win the lottery, they go broke because they don't understand finances. Majority of athletes, actors, and actresses, they invest while they're working. So they're not taking the time to learn finances, learning what they're actually investing in. They're relying on someone else. And if you rely on someone else, they're going to beat you out your money every time, especially if they're put there by design. Look at your agents. Look at your lawyers. It's there by design. The accountants. It's all set up like that, guys. So what happens is that the New World Order pays you, but then they have these three set up to take your money. And because you don't understand the system, you're going to fall for it every time unless someone comes in and educates you. And you see the ones who actually last and have money, they either have educated parents or they have someone around them that was educated and say, no, don't do this, don't do that. We know anybody who gets that type of money and at a younger age is going to spend more money than they need to. But if you have that voice educating you going, no, you don't need to do that, that's what you need. But we know that it's hard to find. And guys, now when you look at government, it's the same way. They create different nonprofits, all type of organizations, and they fund the money through that, so therefore they don't have to pay taxes. Create shell companies, so therefore they don't have to do taxes. Guys, it's all an accounting scheme, and we look at the Fed. I'm able to print a piece of paper and go get something real that has value. So I can go to my printer, print some money, and go buy some gold. And guys, if you do that, you're going to be locked up under the prison. But the fact is that you had a group of men that was so smart, they was able to get it through Congress. Because why, guys? They worked their plan. They're not against each other. That's the whole point of Freemasonry, is brotherhood. They're not against each other. There's no such thing as competition. They preach that to you. But inside the brotherhood, their job is to work their mission in order to get to their goal. Once you understand that, it changes everything. Jealousy, envy is created by the New World Order while they're busy doing what? Working together. They have love for their brothers. They're moving towards their mission. I just want to make sure we understand that everything the New World Order does is already planned out. And everything in this universe is based off math. Have a wonderful night.
To give up freedom for security. Too many people are willing to look at these people as miniature gods. And because they have achieved power, don't ask how did they get power or what they're going to do with the power, but just the fact that they have power makes them a god and therefore they worship them. This to me is unbelievable. People, I put in one of my books, we've got 20, 30 million degree holders in the United States. People who've earned a college degree, but they don't question the statements which are made by these people.